Yo, Cheese back with another one. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys my best NBA player props for Wednesday, January the 14th. But first, make sure to drop a like on this video and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. If this video gets up to 100 likes, I will give out a free week of my VIP to a random comment. So let's start off with a recap of Tuesday, our main players on the left, and it was a 2-in-1 day. SGA got the job done pretty easily. Peyton Watson is a god. And Bam Adebayo. I warned you guys in the video that Bam may turn into prime Wilt Chamberlain. Bam dropped 29 points versus the number 2 defense versus power forwards. This was his season high in points. Bruh. Hey guys, it happens. It happens. Let's go over to the VIP streets on the right. We had Dante DiVincenzo over 19.5 PRA. We had Trey Murphy over 30.5 PRA. And we had KD over 32.5 PRA. Now, the YouTube underdog picks have been a little bit rocky, guys. We're going to get back on track. But if you're in the Discord, you've cashed out on my drafter slips 3 days in a row. Cash us out under on Vucevic RA, over on KD PRA. For me, that was a little 35 to win 105. So in the past 3 days, just on drafters free slips, I have profited close to $200, guys. Bankroll management is key. I told you guys, mostly with the underdog slips, I'm really using bankroll management. A little bit lower units, maybe about $10 to $20. And then we'll go over to drafters, just depending on how I feel. I'm taking my favorite 2 plays. Just depends on how I feel, guys. Could be anywhere from 25 to 100, depending on how I'm feeling. That's what's working for me right now. VIP plays get the drafter slips with the money sign on them so they know where to place the money. But if you guys want to join VIP, just DM me on Instagram at cheese.picks. Get this video to 100 likes and free VIP to a random comment. You should have seen a couple of green slips up here. That was from VIP. And if Jalen Johnson gets 15 RA, VIP is going to cash out another slip. The only pick we missed officially in VIP today was Bam Adebayo's under. I hate Bam. So for the first pick of the day, we're going to be taking James Harden over 34.5 PRA going up against the Wizards. As of right now, Kawhi Leonard is questionable. Zubac is questionable. Even with Kawhi and Zubac playing, James Harden is over this line in 3 out of his last 4 games. But that's not really what I'm looking at. And of course, James Harden is going against the Wizards. They absolutely suck. I'm looking at his last 2 games versus the Wizards, which was last season. He averaged 30 points, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds. He actually dropped a triple-double his last game versus the Wizards. And the game before that, he dropped 40 points. I think we see James Harden go off in this game, especially if we see Kawhi Leonard sit. James has been hot lately. Now, next up, we're going to take Donovan Mitchell over 36.5 PRA. And I sat and thought about this before I gave it to you guys, especially after that Bam loss. 36.5 is a little bit low considering Mitch is over this line in 4 out of his last 5 games. He had 40 points last time he played the Sixers, and he had 37 points before that. In his last 2 games, he's over this line in points alone versus the Sixers. It's a great line, but I don't know why we're getting it at 36.5. I personally love this line. I think the Cavs and the Sixers is going to be a great game, but if you want to fade one of these picks, fade this one just because 36.5 is just a little too sweet. Now for the last pick of the day, same game, we're taking Embiid over 32.5 PRA, and Embiid is over this line in 5 out of his last 5 games. Now, we haven't really talked about Embiid much on the channel because he hasn't been playing much until recent. But my thoughts on Embiid is when healthy, potentially the best player, the best scorer in the league, quite possibly. Embiid is going to be playing at home where he gets a great matchup versus the Cavs. The Cavs suck against forwards. They suck against centers. They just suck against big mans in general. And I think it's so funny because they have the reigning defensive player of the year, Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, they're not going to stop Joel Embiid. If they try to, he'll just go to the free throw line. So this is going to be our free NBA slip for Wednesday. We're going to take Embiid over 32.5 PRA. We're going to take D. Mitch over 36.5 PRA. And we're going to take James Harden over 34.5 PRA. Again, if you want to fade one of these picks, fade D. Mitch. I really like this pick, but I feel like this line should be as high as 41.5. 36.5 is an absolute steal. I'm going to assume the books made a mistake and I'm going to capitalize. Just like they made the mistake putting Vooch at 14.5 ARIA against the Rockets. Are y'all crazy? But if you want to join VIP, just DM me on Instagram at cheese.picks. If you don't have access to the drafter slips we've been cashing out, join the Discord. It's in the pinned comment. 100 likes on this video, free VIP to a random comment. Some of you guys have stopped believing just because we've won a little bit cold on Underdog. If you're in the chat, you've definitely hit a couple of slips just off me, off other people, just off things I sent in the chat that aren't official plays. You guys know we have a pretty solid community. Let's get paid.